Good morning, and welcome to UU New Bedford, the First Unitarian Church. I'm Tony Ann, and I am a member of the Social Justice Committee. We are a beloved community of people who believe that everyone is worthy of respect, science is real, the democratic process is a sacred thing, and that we are all a part of an interconnected web, and that light and energy we share and put makes a difference in the world. We are a people of purpose, and if what you hear today resonates with you, we hope you'll consider becoming part of this way cool family of seekers and keepers of this long dream that is our church. First Unitarian in New Bedford recognizes that the land we inhabit and enjoy sits on the unceded ancestral land of the Wampanoag, the people of the first light. We actively commit ourselves to the process of working to dismantle the legacy of colonization and oppression of our country's native people and all who have been marginalized. Our mission is to unite all those who have been divided by our oppressors, to rise up and to reclaim our rights. We are here to call out all forms of injustice and to acknowledge our interconnectedness. United we stand, divided we fall, together we are what can't be alone. Remember to acknowledge that all forms of oppression are the same, and that oppressors work to divide the oppressed to prevent them from uniting. Before we move on, let's do a little bit of housekeeping. If you are new here, we encourage you to sign that blue card that you find in front of your pews. After the service, there is a coffee hour, and we hope you join us. We are live streaming, so for those of you who are there online, hello, we love to see you here. And of course, for those of you who are here in person, make sure that your phones are not what my iPad is doing. Make sure that they are in worship mode. So we'd love for you to just click right there. With that out of the way, without further ado, we shall begin by lighting our chalice. Who would like to do it this week? Let's go. All right. And while our chalice is being lit, we shall have our opening words, which come from Reverend Michelle Collins. Come in, huh? Yes, go ahead. Click it, light that candle, do the one sticking up right there. You squeeze the little trigger thingy. It's a little bit finicky. There should be a little. It takes a little bit of finger strength. There you go. There's also matches. Well, while they are lighting it, let's go to our opening words. Come in from the margins. Come into our circle. Here we stretch wide a doorway of belonging. No need to polish our edges or hush your truth. We gather not in sameness, but in shared seeking. Take a breath. Set down what you carry. You are welcome, wholly and wildly in this place. Now, for your opening hymn, we are going to make a last-minute change. Instead of what you see on your order service, we're actually going to do number 346 in the gray hymnal. Number 346. Come sing a song with me. So stand as you are willing and able and sing with me 346. a song with me. Come sing a song with me. Come sing a song with me, that I might know your mind. And I'll bring you hope when hope is hard to find. And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter time. Come dream a dream with me. Come dream a dream with me. Come dream a dream with me, that I might know your mind. And I'll bring you hope when hope is hard to find. And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter time. Come walk in rain with me. Come walk in rain with me. Come walk in rain with me, that I might know your mind. And I'll bring you hope when hope is hard to find. And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter time. Last one. Come share a rose with me. Come share a rose with me. Come share a rose with me, that I might know your mind. And I'll bring you hope when hope is hard to find. And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter time. All right, wait, stay seated because we have our covenant. So if you will all remain standing and read our covenant together. We come together as a religious community upholding freedom of conscience, right relationship, and the inherent worth of all people. We value our diversity and pledge to care for one another in the spirit of compassion, to speak and listen to each other with respect, and to promote justness and kindness in the world. And go ahead and greet each other. Good morning, good morning, good mornings to everyone here. Reach across the aisle, say hi to someone you haven't seen before. Get to know some new faces if you haven't. Say hi to the old ones. Good mornings to all. All right, and now you may be seated. All right. Next up, we have our story for all ages. Who is reading it this week? Oh, Jack-o'-lantern Jubilee? We are? Do you have it? Well, in that case, if somebody brings it in last minute, okay. Well, in that case, then hopefully you get to read it to them when they go to Sunday school. And as they leave for Sunday school, let's all say it together. And true. We can do. And may peace be with us while we're apart. Okay. And now comes the time in our service when we share with each other our joys and concerns. If you have something you'd like to share, please come forward. Tell us your name and briefly tell us what you'd like to share. So if we have people come up, okay, lovely. In fact, Let me go down and light some candles.
So, can everyone hear me? Hi, my name is Ashley. Most of you already know. I have most of the kids. Two things. First thing, we will be having game night on the first Friday of every month, analog games, card games, whatever you want to play. Please come join us. Bring a snack if you want. Bring friends, bring family, bring everybody. Second thing, my son got married this weekend here. Yeah. My oldest is 21, got married, and now I feel really old. Have a good day, everyone.
My name is Deb, and my family is a little bit of an odd one because my dad is 12 years older than his youngest brother, and that fellow is 12 years older than me. And that fellow, my Uncle Jim, just died a couple of weeks ago. Of course, he was 12 years older than me, so he had a good life and a long one, but I'm going to miss him anyway.
Okay. Oh, David?
Hi, I'm David. Just wanted to share, if all of you didn't already know, Jane Goodall died October 1st, and the world lost a primatologist and anthropologist. That's very important work that she did, so just wanted to share that. I watched a documentary a couple of weeks ago that she made before she died. Really good. You should watch it.
All right. And as is custom in our service, we shall light 2 final candles. One for those of you who haven't had a chance to say a joy or concern, and those of us in the world who don't have a church like this yet to share with our community.
Our responsive reading this morning is in your gray hymnal, number 579. Those who profess to favor freedom and yet deprecate agitation are people who want crops without plowing up the ground.
They want rain without thunder and lightning. They want the ocean without the awful roar of its waters.
This struggle may be a moral one, or it may be both moral and physical, but it must be a struggle.
Power concedes nothing without a demand. It never did, and it never will.
Find out what people will submit to, and you have found out the exact amount of injustice which will be imposed upon them.
The limits of tyrants are prescribed by the endurance of those whom they oppress. And as we begin our meditation, we have a couple of words by Tess Bomberger, an autumn prayer. Let us join together in the spirit of prayer and meditation. Spirit of life, mystic greatness, healing grace, embracing oneness of creation, be with us today. As we come here from the circles, our everyday lives, may we put behind us all those thoughts and worries which prevent us from being truly present. Be with us as we breathe and remember that we are here to center ourselves in this place, this day, this time. As we ground ourselves in each other, as we give root and trunk, branch and leaf to this sacred work, to our shared and sharing lives, help us to remember that we flew freely to this place. May we dance joyful this day in each other's moment, like brilliant fall leaves in the swirl of an autumn breeze. Spirits of life, mystic greatness, healing grace, consecrating oneness of creation, be with us this day.
Our reading today is titled Waiting to be Remembered and Reclaimed by Reverend Scott Taylor. We come with our joy, incurable curiosity, and hunger for hope, but also our broken hearts, our cracked confidence, our ruptured relationships, our loneliness that lingers just beneath the surface. And so we long for this to be a place of repair, a space of picking up the pieces and putting them back together. They say that worship is about praise, but it's also about listening and words. Words that usher in the sacred, words that become webbing, weaving again a path back to wisdom, back to forgotten worth, back to a place of peace too often buried beneath all the striving, worry, and wounds. As so, today, may the sounds, songs, and speech circling in this space sweep you up like a stream whose currents long to carry you home. And may the common breath so sweetly shared between us remind us that loneliness eventually lifts and that we are tethered more tightly than it sometimes seems, that together our hearts can mend and our world can be woven anew. Yes, friends, belonging is something we build, but it's also something always there, waiting to be remembered and reclaimed, waiting for us to come home.
And now, if you all may rise as you are willing and able to sing number 95, There Is More Love Somewhere. There is more love somewhere. There is more love somewhere. I'm gonna keep on till I find it. There is more love somewhere. There is more hope somewhere. There is more hope somewhere. I'm gonna keep on till I find it. There is more hope somewhere. There is more peace somewhere. There is more peace somewhere. I'm gonna keep on till I find it. There is more peace somewhere. There is more joy somewhere. There is more joy somewhere. I'm gonna keep on till I find it. There is more joy somewhere. And this is the point in our service where we generously ask you, our congregation, to donate to the many, many good works of our people and our church. Today, I am honored to introduce to you guys our featured guest, Sidney Murray II. Sidney Murray II is a dedicated human rights advocate serving as a commissioner for the New Bedford Human Rights Commission and a member of the Massachusetts Human Rights Coalition. He currently serves on the board of the Greater New Bedford Community Health Center and volunteers with the Rhode Island Pride and Massachusetts Immigrant and Refugee Advocacy Coalition. Sidney's work is rooted in equity, cultural understanding, and responsive community support. He believes in meeting people where they are, acknowledging struggle, and building support that honors dignity and lived experience. So please give a warm welcome to our featured guest, Sidney Murray, everybody.
Give me a second, everybody. So good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. My name is Sidney Murray, and some of you may have seen me here before in different seasons of life. That just means I'm getting older. But how do I look? Oh, vanity is the worst. And I always say someone, because people don't want me to use names in some of my stories, but they said, Sidney, do not close up that coat and do not wear a white shirt underneath it. Make sure it's open. And I got it open, so they're like, watching. It's good to be here again, in community and in purpose. I was asked to speak today on human rights, and more specifically, gay rights. And to be blunt, the current attacks on the LGBT community as a whole and those rights. I proudly serve on the New Bedford Human Rights Commission, the Massachusetts Human Rights Coalition, and on the board at the New Bedford Health Center, where we have the Ryan White program, where we provide the most current and high-quality HIV and AIDS care. And I have served as a chair of diversity, equity, and inclusion for the American Red Cross for Southern New England. I share this not to list titles, but to say this: I've been close enough to see the harm, and I've been close enough to see the hope. By saying that, I mean, my goal in these organizations is to move the mission and to make a tangible difference. Some would say, DTM, he's doing too much. But anyone can sit on a board and pat themselves on the back as they say yay for something good or nay for something bad, and just wait for the other people to do the work. Someone said to me, Sidney, I'm not going to call you an ally. I said, say what? They said, you're my co-conspirator, because we get in good trouble. And she sent me the quote, which came from John Lewis, who devoted his life to racial justice and equality. He died at 80. But the quote was, it was a text, it said, do not get lost in a sea of despair. Be hopeful. Be optimistic. Our struggle is not the struggle of a day, of a week, of a month. It's a struggle of a lifetime. Never be afraid to make some noise and get in good trouble, necessary trouble. People ask, Sidney, why do you advocate so hard for these different groups? And there's a quote we see during Holocaust Remembrance Day, January 27th. It was Pastor Martin Niemöller. He said, first they came for the communists, and I did not speak out because I wasn't a communist. Then they came for the socialists, and I did not speak out because I wasn't a socialist. Then they came for the trade unionists. I did not speak out because I was not a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews, and I did not speak out because I wasn't a Jew. Then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak out. So tell me if this doesn't resonate today. Pastor Martin Niemöller, initially an anti-Semite Nazi supporter, his views changed when he was imprisoned in a concentration camp for speaking out against Nazi control of churches. Selective empathy and caring. It's one of my pet peeves. I always say it's about showing up. Someone told me ignorant people know two things: what they want to know and what they absolutely have to know. The real learning starts when you gravitate to things that you may not initially be interested in, and you embrace and not judge. So people will see me here and there on social media, and those are just pictures. What people don't see is who I'm speaking to, or what I'm learning, or the connections I'm making to help someone. But I also get to see who's supposed to be there, who's not there. Now, what do we do in terms of human rights work? Many people don't know that the New Bedford Human Rights Organization exists. Well, the good news is they gave me access to their social media. So everybody stay tuned and say a prayer for us, because we have a lot of work to do. And you can also reach out to us via Facebook or our website, or if you want to speak to me confidentially, I have some cards, I'll hand them out. But our mission is real and it's simple: to protect the civil and human rights of every person in the city, to educate, raise awareness, and build understanding, to listen and respond when rights are violated, and to create partnerships that make our communities safer and more just. And I want to start with this truth. You have rights, not opinions, not preferences, rights. Human rights are not something we earn. They are something we're born with, not because the government says so, but because humanity says so. What are human rights? I had a college friend say to me, when I told him I was on the Human Rights Commission, he goes, "You believe in human rights?" What do you say to that? I would say, where's your humanity? Needless to say, we don't talk anymore, but human rights, and I'd be derelict in my duties not to say what human rights are, where they come from, because the chair of our Human Rights Commission is Martin Bentz, who was with the UN for 30 years, and I consider him a mentor. You know, Martin Bentz advocated for the use of the UN logo and the promotion of AIDS education for peacekeeping troops. So thank you, Martin, for everything you do. You know, so the Universal Declaration of Human Rights was adopted by the UN General Assembly in 1948. It was the first legal document to set out the fundamental rights to be universally protected. That declaration turned 78 on December 10th this year, and it continues to be the foundation of all international human rights law. Its 30 articles provide the principles and building blocks of current and future human rights conventions, treatises, and other legal instruments. So when somebody asks you, what are human rights? You can either tell them, come talk to me, or you can tell them where to look it up. But let's talk about the moment that we're in now. What is gay rights? You know, the term gay rights refers to civil and human rights that ensure individuals who identify as gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender, or queer, LGBTQ+, are treated equally under the law, free from discrimination and persecution and violence. We have seen progress: the right to marry, the right to serve openly for your country, protections at work and in housing, and recognition of families' love and identity. But right now, in 2025, many of those rights are under attack again. Just recently, I attended Reverend Donnie's wedding at the Pilgrim United Church down the street. I did not think of it as a gay wedding. I thought, look at this love, look at this commitment, and look at this sacred promise. But today, couples are rushing to marry out of fear that the right to marry may be taken away again. And people ask, is it really that bad? I said, yes, it is. And when I volunteered at Rhode Island Pride, and this year it wasn't as big because a lot of the sponsors, because of perceived pressure in this climate, they pulled out. But people ask me, Sidney, why do you care? Are you gay? Do you have family who are gay? Sidney, the Bible says, now they'll throw out Romans, they'll throw out Genesis. They love to talk about Sodom and Gomorrah. And I'm happy a lot of young kids are like, isn't that a heavy metal band? Well, the Bible also says, love your neighbor as yourself. Do unto others as you would to you. Judge not, and ye shall not be judged. Condemn not, and ye shall not be condemned. Forgive, and ye shall be forgiven. And I sit back and I'm like, well, you're missing all the key parts of the Bible, because it talks a lot about how to treat your fellow man in a good way. And what do the kids say? Make it make sense. Or the math ain't mathin' when everything you're saying from the Bible is negative and you're missing all the positive stuff about loving. So my answer is simple. I do not need someone to be me to defend their humanity. I defend humanity because it's the right thing to do. We cannot wait to care until it's our turn to suffer. We cannot wait to love until someone we love is hurt. And I'll tell you what, the moment that changed me, there was a day that shifted something in me. It was a transgender day of remembrance, and Tracy Welch invited me to that. And I stood shoulder to shoulder with community members and leaders on the steps behind the library across from City Hall. We held posters, not symbols, not art, faces and names of transgender people who had been killed simply for living as themselves. Not gone too soon, or not lives cut short, not wrapped in soft language to protect people's comfort. They were killed, and the truth was right there in our hands. And yet, as heavy as that moment was, I also felt something else. I felt pride. Pride that we showed up. Pride that we refused to be silenced. And pride that we said, your life mattered. We remember you. We will not let your memory be erased. Because remembrance is not passive. Remembrance is resistance. And if we do not speak, if we do not stand, if we do not protect one another, the next name on that poster could be someone we love. So stand, not just mourn, but make sure this does not happen again. So I'd like to talk about hope and where hope lives. Hope is not pretending everything is fine. Hope is choosing to show up anyway. Hope is saying, I see you. I hear you. Your existence is not up for debate. Hope is action. Hope is practice. Hope is a choice we make together. So, as we leave here, let us not leave in fear. Let us leave with love that moves, love that protects, love that advocates, love that sees the human in front of us. Because healing begins when we choose to truly see one another. From there, we move forward together. Thank you.
Thank you again, Sidney Murray, everybody. I will say that was very touching. As a transgender woman myself, I'm just so eternally grateful for all the years that you guys have really gotten to know me and take care of me, and I'm just being one of the very few trans people in relatively not only just around in this area, but just worldwide. It's not something that everybody is. So thank you for just, taking the time to understand something you might not have understood before, having conversation you might not have expected to have, and just all the little interactions that I've had that just makes me feel so human coming here. So I just want to thank you, just personally, just thank you all for doing that. And I hope that that keeps up for many years to come. All right. Our closing hymn, everybody, is number 305, De Colores. Let's end with a whole bunch of colors. 305, 305. Let's end it with something colorful. All the colors, yes, the colors we see in the springtime with all of its flowers. All the colors when the sunlight shines out through a rift in the cloud and it showers. All the colors as a rainbow appears when a storm cloud is touched by the sun. All the colors are bound for the whole world around and for everyone under the sun. All the colors, yes, the colors of people parading on by with their banners. All the colors, yes, the colors of pennants and trimmers and plumes and bandanas. All the colors, yes, the colors of people now taking their place in the sun. All the colors are bound for the whole world around and for everyone under the sun. All the colors, yes, the black and the white and the red and the brown and the yellow. All the colors of people who smile and shake hands and say hello. All the colors, yes, the colors of people who know that their freedom is won. All the colors are bound for the whole world around and for everyone under the sun. Ready for the Spanish? right, you ready? Do you want to try the Spanish? You want to try the Spanish? Randy, is that okay? Oh, okay. All right, well, in that case, our closing words. You may take a seat, by the way. Our closing words is from David White. Everything is waiting. Your great mistake is to act the drama as if you were alone. Put down the weight of your aloneness and ease into the conversation. The kettle is singing even as it pours you a drink, and cooking pots have left their arrogant aloofness and seen the good in you at last. All the birds and creatures of the world are unutterably themselves. Everything is waiting for you. Hold fast, my church. Stay strong. We love you. Live long and prosper. Go in peace. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to our guest speaker, Sidney Murray, today, everybody. Join us for coffee hour after the postlude. Stay and enjoy one last song, and I hope you have a wonderful day from me and the Social Justice Committee. Thank you.